Okay, y'all, here's my crock pot. The who dat pot is what I call it. And this is my ingredients. I have my onion, camellia beans. I have Vernon andouille sausage, onion powder, garlic powder, parsley flakes. And in the back there, I have some seasoned oil, my minced garlic, and some pickle meat that I have to boil. These are all of my ingredients. I usually use a bell pepper. I thought I had one when I went to Walmart, but I didn't. So we don't have a bell pepper. All right, let's get into the video. For our red beans in a strainer, we're gonna wash them all. You don't have to soak them when you're cooking them in a crock pot. But if you're cooking them on the stove, I suggest you soak them. If you don't have time to soak them on the stove, you can add some butter, and while they're cooking, they'll burst to make you a nice thick gravy. I'll pour them into the crock pot. Get you a cup of water about that size. Pour them off up in there. As long as the beans are covered, you're good for right now. I'm going to add a little bit more water. All right. I'm going to stir it around in there. This is a pound of beans. This is enough of beans for a family of 6 with a little bit of leftovers. And there you have it. I have it on high. You let it go for what it know until you get ready to put your sausage, your pickle meat, your onion, and your seasonings. All right, y'all, I'm back. So we gonna check the beans in the crock pot. Give it a little stir. It's just the beans, no seasoning, no meat, nothing. All right. So I put that on at what, 3:30. Now it's time for the meat and the seasoning to go in. So this is 1 whole onion and a pack of the sausage that I showed earlier. I have my butter melting and my water for my pickle meat to boil. You gotta boil your pickle meat because it's real salty. You don't want your beans to be salty. So boil your pickle meat. I forgot to show y'all earlier. I'm gonna be adding 1 bay leaf and a little salt along with my other seasonings. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna put everything in the pot and I'm gonna show y'all how it looks. Alright, y'all, so this is how it's looking so far. And right here in this skillet, I got a couple of little cut up slices of bacon. You won't get that bacon fat and a little bit of that grease to put in your beans. All this is for flavor. And here you go your pickle meat. You gotta burn all the salt out of, ready to go almost. So we're gonna combine all of this, y'all, and then we're gonna let them beans slow cook. By 8 o'clock, all this gonna be done. My children and my husband gonna be home by then. Well, not my husband, he'll be off at 11. But my children gonna be home by then. So they'll have a hot meal. Along with this, I'm gonna either fry some chicken. You don't want to fry this bacon here. You just want this grease right here. You can add it to your beans. Usually I put little cut up pieces of ham in the beans, but not today because I ain't got none. Wasn't going to get none. But just take this and stir this up. I love the way this smells. do too much because we're working with a crock pot. Once this fry, you're going to have a little more bacon grease. And you add that in your beans, and you're going to be good to go. I could go sit down and watch the first 48 while this is in my crock pot. Alright, y'all, so we have all of our ingredients combined. We have the pickle meat, the sausage, the garlic. We have all of this combined in here. We're just going to stir it up. I'm going to add a little bit more water, just a little bit, because it's going to form a nice little gravy. And then back up a little bit so y'all can see. Alright, so this is all my ingredients. The bacon too. Then I'm going to add some salt, onion powder, garlic powder, seasonal. This just for later. The parsley flakes. I'm going to add 1 or 2 bay leaves. And this how it's looking. Alright, so we're going to add our seasonal. Sprinkle a little salt. Put 2 bay leaves up in there. And that's it. This crock pot gets real hot. I added a little bit more water. And that's it. I'm going to let it cook. And once it's done, I'm going to come back and show y'all. Okay, y'all. Let's check on our beans. It is now 7:30. Y'all should smell it. Oh my God. Get a little juice because it's not thick like I want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mash my beans a little bit. And I'm going to add a little butter to it. Okay, so I went ahead and I added the seasoning. The salt. Garlic powder, onion powder, and seasoning all. I added a little bit more of that. They are so good, y'all. They're ready. So I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle a little bit of parsley flakes in it. That's just to give it a little flavor too. I tell y'all what. This pot of beans right here is 95% close to how my mama beans taste. So I'm going to let that go for another 30 minutes so my juice could thicken up. I added my little butter to it. My country crock. Added a little bit more seasoning. And then I'm going to go ahead and fry that there. I might make a small cornbread. I'm going to make a small cornbread. Alright, y'all. I'll be back. Alright, so I got my cornbread mix. I have some melted butter, 1 egg, and a 1/3 cup of milk. And I have my pan right here, all buttered up for my cornbread, and I have my oven on 400. Let's get this going. Alright, so I have everything mixed up. I added a pinch of sugar. And here I'm going to add a little bit of melted butter. Alright, so this is what it's looking like. This is 1 box of Jiffy Mix. Usually if I do 2 boxes, they won't eat it all. So I bet any money that if I make this 1 box, everybody gonna want cornbread. Let me put this here in the oven. So over here I have the white rice going. I have some water getting ready to boil for my jasmine rice right here. This is for me. This is for everybody else. I got my pan lined for my fried chicken. I got my grease getting hot. And over here, I'm about to wash this chicken and season it up. I'm going to use some Tony's, onion powder, garlic powder, and I'm going to sneak a little mustard in there. They ain't going to know the difference. So let me get to washing this chicken and cutting them tips off, because we don't eat that. A lot of people do, but a lot of people don't. Be right back. Alright, so now we're going to stir our rice so it can start boiling. Not ready yet. Go ahead and add this to this right here. Just sit it in there. That's gonna start boiling. I'll turn our light on. That's looking good. And we're gonna come over here and we're gonna season our chicken. Take them legs off for me, Dan. Take them legs off. This is my first time using take the top off the seasoning. This is my first time using this seasoning. Light dazzle. And we're gonna go ahead with the garlic powder. Can't go wrong with that. Onion powder. And we're gonna go ahead and flip them over. Let's check our deep fryer. Alright, we got the green light. Bring me that over here, Dan. Be right back. Alright, so take your chicken, put it in the flour. I'm pretty sure y'all know how to fry chicken. There's one piece. Make sure it's all covered. I got this glove on because I hate for all that flour to get under my nail and stuck on my fingers. Shake off the excess flour. Sit it in your deep fryer. No, I don't use no egg wash and all that, because I reuse my flour. This should come out nice and brown and pretty, like me. For the little pieces, I'm gonna go ahead and drop it. While that's frying, I'm gonna go ahead and take these, put in there. Everybody not home to eat, so I'm only cooking for the ones that's here, and then when the other ones get here, we can have some hot chicken too. Oops. I don't season my flour because I don't want salty chicken. I don't have high blood pressure, and guess what? I don't want it. And the rice starting to burn. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, y'all can see. Y'all see them beans burling in a crock pot? Yes, they do burl in a crock pot. Look at this, y'all. Meaty. Let's check our juice. Look how thick that is. Not thick, but you know, thick for beans. I didn't have to mash the beans. Y'all smell them? I have to put it on warm because crock pot gets hot. And here is dinner, y'all. Creamy red beans, cornbread, rice, fried chicken. The finished product.